Hey guys, joined last night putting back together the orange knives that we did. You guys can see this. Somebody say something. I'm positive it's working. Looks like we got somebody there. You guys can see me, leave me a comment real quick. Trouble. Are those out the fronts? Yes, they are. These are the D-Rocket designs out the fronts. Last night we took them all apart. Today I painted them. And we've got a couple more, like 10 more that are blue. I'll get to those tomorrow. Didn't get enough time today. It is snowing here. It is cold. It is currently 64 degrees in here. And I've had the heater cranking all day. Just can't get ahead of it. Seems like the humidifier blows cold air, the heater blows hot air, and they just battle all day long. And we're in a garage. It doesn't have great seals on the doors. It is just cold. Oklahoma is having record temps. What are you guys at right now? I think we are at 2 degrees. It is cold. You see this? I'm trying to use my computer tonight. Out the front. D-Rocket Designs. It says 5 degrees with minus 10 wind chill. Yeah, Oklahoma, you are cold. I go up to Winoka, Oklahoma as often as I can to go riding. Spent many a Thanksgivings there with it snow on the ground. But it is a fun place. It always amazes me, Oklahoma, and Winoka, Oklahoma is such a poor town. And then you go to the campgrounds and there is so much money in those campgrounds. And the town can barely survive. But I know they're doing some new things there and it's probably getting better. Come on, Spring, get in there. There you go. And my son wants to go to a basketball game in Oklahoma, so we're kind of talking about doing that too. Little Sahara, yes. Been going there for probably since '97. It was is a fun place. I have a lot of good memories from there. Well, a lot of bad ones too, from not so much getting hurt, but wrecking some high dollar machines. But my daughter loves it now, so she's always wanting to go back. Oh, pop in there. Never been. Well, you should check it out sometime. It is an interesting place. But there's not much to see or do if you don't have machines to go riding. Whereabouts in Oklahoma are you from? Well, maybe we lost him. Well, anyways, guys, I don't know if you watched last night's or not, but live. D-Rocket Designs makes some very cool stuff. Daryl, the owner, does all the design work. And I'm pretty sure Central Oklahoma, just outside of OKC. Okay, you're not very far at all then from them, from the sand dunes. Are you into the street racing and the street racing scene down there? I know that was big for a while. I'm not sure if it still is. But Daryl at D-Rocket Designs designs these, and then he teams up with manufacturers that specialize in whatever type of knife design he has, and then he contracts to have them made. And he's got some on Blade HQ. I'm left-handed. I know I'm holding this backwards. But that's part of being left-handed, is everything's backwards. We've taken apart a Microtech. There is not a whole bunch different. Just got to make sure everything goes back where it belongs. And these darn little springs get lined back up. That is the hardest part of it. Especially when you shoot one across the room. Wow. Grew up watching them. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know Murder Nova kind of went and did the no prep scene, and I think Chiefs, I don't watch him very much, but I saw something the other day that he just got a new property and putting his ranch out there, and sitting here talking to you guys and putting these things back together now. But yeah, they keep seeming to have went different directions, which is fun. Everybody has stuff they like. Seems like the street racing scene, though, is a little complicated with how much publicity they all get now with the police and everything. Yeah. If you've ever had an out the front apart before, you are feeling or you know what my pain feels like right now. They're not overly complicated, but man, you got to get everything just right. Then you got to get it just right without stabbing yourself, which is even more fun. Come on. Stay there. There you go. So do we have any Microtech fans out there, or what kind of out the fronts do you guys prefer? There are a lot of them out there nowadays. Yeah, it just came apart on me. No, it didn't. Once D-Rocket Designs, there we go, gets a left-handed version, I will start EDCing one of theirs or one of these. But until then, I've got the Microtech. I'm sorry, I have the new Kershaw. I think it's the live wire. I don't think it's better than the Microtech, but it is cheaper. And it is single-sided blade. I am not a fan of the double-sided blades. But the blue ones that we're going to Cerakote tomorrow, they are a custom paint color, so I have to mix up 3 different colors to get the color the customer wants. And I just didn't have time to deal with all that today. I would have much rather ran all these at once, but I was just worried I was going to have to stay up all night long babysitting the oven, so just did the orange ones today. Well, did something wrong. Alright, take it apart. We Cerakote quite a few Microtechs, and they are the same way. If things just aren't perfect, they are not happy. And that's what I have right here. Yep, she came unsprung. Must have happened right when I was putting the top on. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, when you're doing this, long leg always goes backwards, because it catches the mechanical mechanism and the back of the blade. Come on. There we go. That feels good. Anybody else ever been out to Little Sahara at the sand dunes? You guys aren't giving me much to be able to talk about. You got any questions? Concerns? Anybody got any warm weather to talk about? There you go. All right. Get some more springs put in here. And get them apart. There's 4 people watching right now. I bet 2 of you guys are sitting on the toilet, and I bet one of you, let's see, I bet one of you are at work, working second shift, trying not to do anything. I don't blame you. And I have no idea what the other one's doing. Let me know if I got any of those right. Alright, both springs are in good. Get us a blade in here. Daryl, I know you're not watching, but if you do, at some point, we need these 2 little notches on the other side, or flip it all around, put the blade on the other side too. And then I could put one of these together being left-handed. And I know most people don't care because they're right-handed, but some of us do. The problem is you're thinking the same thing I am, and you know if you spend the time to make them left-handed, you're not going to sell anymore because there's not enough of us out there. Which I get, I understand. Doesn't mean it wouldn't be very cool though. Anybody watching right now left-handed and have those same problems with the world being right-handed and having to deal with everything? My son is a lefty too. My mom too. Good. Some fellow left-handers out there. We are definitely the minority. The problem is I do the Cerakote training. stick. They're broke in here. But I do the Cerakote training, and my whole paint booth is set up for being left-handed. Then I get people coming in here that aren't left-handed. Think I'm as crazy as I'll get out. They got everything backwards. But I'm the one using it 99.9% of the time. And I have not had one person come in for training that has been left-handed. They could appreciate it. But that's okay. I can adjust for them. That would be so awesome if the blade was on the other side. All right. We're winding down. Ooh, the spring's not in there all right. There we go. Show you guys. It's got the spring on the top with the arm that goes both ways. And this is what slides back and forth when you do the thumb button. These two little holes right here are what the thumb button pressure pad sits into. And then you can see the underside of these legs. This one is just about flush with the slider, but this one is long and it catches the backside of the blade. And that's what makes the blade go forward. So when it's sitting in here, you guys see that? When it's sitting in here, this back leg is catching the blade. Front leg is just catching the slider to make it all work. And then a little piece sits in here because this is what the button screws to. So we have one in there. Ooh, that one went together like butter. So you guys saw it when I was taking them apart. These are anodized, were anodized. And even though Cerakote is extremely thin, this has one coat of Cerakote and then a color and then a clear over that. So we are probably right around 3/1000 thick, maybe 3.5. Well, the anodizing on these was probably less than a mil or thousandths. So when I do my work to them, it does cause some interference. So I've done these enough now to know where I can spray and where I can't. Or I spray everywhere, but some places I spray just as thin as possible. But anywhere you see on the outside, that's all normal spray. It's the insides that I'm very careful with to make sure we don't get too much over on it. Grab it all in one. for comparison, look how slow that is. This is the Kershaw live wire. So their live wire is quite a bit bigger, and it is too big of a knife really for my pocket, but this one's definitely a couple years, a year and a half old. I got it right when it came out. It's slow and dirty. These don't even have any oil on them. They get lubed up, they'll be pretty darn good. So there is all 5 of these in the orange. And we'll get the blue ones done tomorrow. So before we get off, does anybody have any questions on Cerakote, lasering, knives, anything before we head out? All right, well, to the 5 of you that are out there in YouTube land watching me, I sure appreciate it. And if you like any of the content, please think about hitting that like button or subscribing button. Actually, just passed 800 subs, so that's pretty awesome for a little guy like me. And I enjoy doing it for you guys. But Gray Rock, thank you. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great evening. And hey, Jeff, how you doing? Hey, I did talk to somebody today on your project. I think I've got a 3D printer guy that's interested in helping with the project. So again, this isn't a very fast deal, but we're trying to do it correctly and being cost wise about it. So but did make some headway today. So once I get something good, I will definitely reach out to you. But Stover, Jeff, thanks for watching. Trouble, if you're still there, thanks. And I actually used a tablet today so I could see the comments instead of screwing with my phone. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I wish I could figure out how to go full screen, but that may not be an option. I guess when you do it on a phone, you get it narrowed no matter what. I flipped the phone, but it didn't make a difference. So I am going to go inside. My feet are freezing. It's snowing. I'm watching on the camera over here snowing. And we'll see what the wife and kids are up to. And that's about it. As always, guys, you need somebody to talk to, give me a holler. Call me anytime. Don't make any dumb decisions, rash, quick decisions when you can just talk it out with somebody and come up with a better approach than acting in the moment. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I might bring you back tomorrow night for the blue ones if I get that far. I'm trying to do these knives a little bit outside of the normal work hours because I was already pretty booked. But I want to get these done for Daryl and move forward with that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much.